Good morning, students. Today I am talking about your syllabus, knowledge, traditions, and management practices of India. And, and the topic for today class is use of animals in warfare. This is the topic of today class, use of animals in warfare of your syllabus in the knowledge system, knowledge management and practices of India, and use of animals in warfare. Just to give a brief introduction of this topic, use of animals in warfare is an ancient practice that spans various civilizations and eras. Animals have been utilized for their strength, speed, endurance, and various unique capabilities. That can be advantageous with the military context. And the aim of this lecture, this class, will cover the historical use of animals in warfare, the roles they played, and their impact on military strategies and outcomes. This is just a brief introduction of this topic. Use of animals in warfare because of their strength, because of their speed, because of their endurance and the unique characteristics which they have. That's why these animals used in military context, used in militaries and armies and uh, for the purposes of warfare. And during wars, these animals have been used by the kings and kingdoms and all, uh, kings and kingdoms and all. And this lecture, the importance of this lecture, that to cover the historical aspect of animals in warfare, the importance of animals they played in warfare, and their impact on military strategies and outcomes. Then come to the historical background, historical overview of animal warfare. During ancient times, horses are there, central to the cavalry units in ancient times, armies. That providing mobility and speed, the quality of horses, they are mobile and they have mobility and they are good in speed. And the famous example include the chariots of the Egyptians and the mounted warriors of the Mongols. So the horses have their own characteristics, have the unique characteristics. That's why horses have been used in centuries, over centuries during ancient armies, ancient times. During warfare, horses have been used because of the characteristics of mobility and because of their speed. Uh, the animals have been used during Egyptians by the Egyptians during Egypt time and mounted warriors of the Mongols. Then elephants have been used by Indian, Persian, and Carthaginian armies. Elephants were powerful, capable of trampling enemies and breaking through fortifications. So elephants used by Indian army people, by Persian army people and Carthaginian army people. Elephants have characteristics like very powerful in by nature, very intimidating in battles and capable of trampling enemies and all. That is the use of elephants during battles and all, during warfare and all. And breaking through a fortification, that is the quality of elephants. Then dogs we have used in warfare, that is use of animals in warfare, employed by various ancient time armies for tasks such as guarding, tracking, and attacking. So for these tasks, dogs have been used by army peoples, Asian army people, for for tracking, and for attacking their enemies. The Roman used walk dogs equipped with armor. So these elephants, horses, elephants, and dogs have been used by armies, ancient armies, because of the unique characteristics they have, their ability to fight in the battle, fight in the warfare. Because of the unique characteristics they are mobile, they are mobile by in nature, they are good in speed, they are very powerful, they have intimidating qualities in battle, and they have a quality like dogs have quality of guarding, protecting, uh, tracking and attacking the enemies. Dogs have these characteristics. That's why dogs are used in armies for battles and all, to fight battles and to win battles in the armies. Horses, elephants, and dogs have been used during ancient times. And then during medieval period, pigeons are there, used extensively for communication due to their homing ability, especially in medieval Europe and during the Crusades. And siege warfare is kites and birds were sometimes used to deliver incendiary devices into enemy fortifications. So during medieval period, messenger pigeons are there, and they use extensively for communication due to their homing ability, especially in medieval Europe and during the Crusades. Siege warfare is cats, birds were sometimes used to deliver incatenate devices into enemy fortifications. Meaning is that we use pigeons and siege in warfare during medieval period to fight battles, to fight warfare. These are the use of messenger pigeons we used for the communication purposes in warfare. And they have these qualities, they have homing abilities and all. Then modern eras, world wars are there. So we use horses and bulls, continue to be used for transportation purposes, for logistic purposes, we use horses. Especially in challenging terrains where vehicles could not be able to operate, could not able to operate vehicles in that particular region's terrains. So we use horses and mules. And dogs are trained for roles such as messengers, sentinels, and scouts. The Soviet Union and United States deployed dogs for mine detection. And carrier pigeons are there, played a very crucial role in communication, delivering messages in World War One and Two. Notable pigeons like Che Emmy saving countless lives. So these are the why we use animals in warfare, because they have unique characteristics. They have horses, have dogs, have pigeons, have unique characteristics. So on the basis of their characteristics, we use these animals in warfare, in battles and all, for communication, for their attacking qualities and uh, their informing to the kings and all, to the armies and all about the uh, enemy strategies and all. So they have qualities. Horses, dogs have qualities. Pigeons have qualities. That's why they have been used in modern era as well during World War. Dolphins and sea lions also used by U.S. Navy for detecting mines and enemy divers. Then come the roles and functions. The cavalry in transport. Horses enabled fast movement of troops, quick strikes, and rapid retreats. They were also used for transporting supplies and equipments. Elephants and camels provide transport in diverse terrains such as jungles and deserts. So, cavalry and transport have roles. Horses, elephants, camels played a very important role in transportation purposes, for cavalry purposes, and they're used for carrying transport supplies and equipment for the purpose of fighting battles in other countries, with enemy countries. And horsehair quality, it enables fast movement of troops, quick strikes, and rapid retreats. Elephants and camels provide transport in diverse terrains such as jungles and deserts. Communication is there. Pigeons used for reliable message delivery across enemy lines and over long distances. So we use pigeons for communication for over long distances. We use pigeons, and we can rely on pigeons for their message delivery across enemy lines. Then combat is there. Dogs, elephants used for combat, deployed for attacking and incapacitating enemy shoulders. Also used in psychological warfare to intimidate opponents. We have used dogs for these purposes, for combat purposes. We have used dogs. We deploy dogs for attacking enemy shoulders, and we used in psychological warfare as well to intimidate opponents. Elephant used as a living tanks, capable of breaking enemy lines and creating chaos. We used elephants, living tanks, capable of breaking enemy lines and creating chaos. Then come to the detection and reconsciousness. The detection and reconsciousness, dogs are very much trained to detect explosive minds and enemy shoulders. They are very much they have quality of detection and reconsciousness. Dogs have these qualities. Marine animals, dolphins, sea lions are used for underwater detection of mines and surveillance. So marine animals have these qualities of detection and reconnaissance. Dolphins and sea lions have these qualities of underwater detection of mines and surveillance. Then ethical consideration of animal warfare. That is, there's some ethical consideration as well. Welfare animals, use of animals in warfare raises significant ethical concerns regarding their treatment and their welfare. Animals often placed in dangerous situation conditions with high risks of injury or death during warfare, during battles and all. Historical account shows varied treatment of animals from revered war components to expendable tools. Modern perspective, today there is a growing emphasis on the humane treatment of animals and the reduction of their use in warfare. Uh, Alternatives such as technology, robotics are being explored to replace animals in dangerous military roles. Today there is a growing emphasis on the inhuman treatments of animals and reduction of the use in warfare. Just to give human treatment, animals are also human. They have feelings, they have emotions, they have life, they have life, they have so they are living of things. So give importance to animals as well. Don't overuse animals and don't mistreated animals in during wars and all. So they have life. So emphasis on the human treatment of animals, reduction of the use in warfare, and alternatives such as technology and robotics are being explored to replace animals in dangerous military roles. Case studies are there. Ball elephants, honey ball worker use of war elephants in crossing the Alps during the Second Punic War against Rome is one of the most famous examples. The elephants played a key role in battles, although their effectiveness was sometimes limited by terrain and weather. So case studies are there. Hannibal elephants, Barclay use of war elephants in crossing the Alps during the Second Punic War against Rome is one of the most famous examples. The elephant plays a very key role in battles, although the effectiveness was sometimes limited by terrain and weather. So these are the case studies. Hannibal elephant is a case study. Then Chair Ami, a celebrated carrier pigeon who delivered a crucial message during World War One, despite being injured, saving nearly 200 soldiers of the lost battalion. That is Chair Ami, celebrated carrier pigeon who delivered a crucial message during World War II. That is a famous case study. Chair Ami is a famous case study in animal warfare. And despite being injured, saving nearly 200 soldiers of the lost battalion. That is a achievement of Chair Ami, who is a pigeon in World War II in army, and he's able to save nearly 200 soldiers of the lost battalion because, in spite of his injured condition, pigeon is able to save life of 200 soldiers during World War One. Then war dogs in Vietnam. The US military deployed dogs extensively for patrol, detection, and guard key duties, and these dogs saved thousands of lives by detecting ambushes and bobby traps. So, war dogs in Vietnam, they use military deployed dogs extensively for patrol detection and guard duties. These dogs save thousands of lives by detecting ambushes and bobby traps. Then legacy and impact of use of animals in warfare. Military strategies are there. Use of animals has influenced military strategies and outcomes. Throughout the history, their roles in reconnaissance, transport, and combat have shaped battles and campaigns. Technological advancement is here. The transitions from animal use to technology in modern warfare reflects advancement in military tactics and growing concern for animal welfare. Cultural significances, the animal used in warfare have left a lasting cultural impact, celebrated in literature, monuments, and military traditions. So, legacy and impact of use of animals in warfare. So, for military strategies, performing military strategies, use of animals have their outcomes throughout the history. We have seen animals have been used in ancient times in warfare, and their roles is very important in transportation and in communication and all. They have and they have combat shape battles and campaigns. And technological advancement is a transition from animal use to technology in modern warfare, use of robotics and all, reflects advancement in military tactics and a growing concern for animal welfare because animals are also human beings. They should be treated like humans, not inhumans. Not like an animal, but like humans. They have feelings, they have emotions, and they are living beings and they have life. So treat like that, like humans, not like only like animals. Culture significance is there. Animal use in warfare have left a lasting cultural impact, celebrated in literature, monuments, and military traditions. Conclusion and concluding remarks of use of animals in warfare. Use of animals in warfare highlights the ingenuity and adaptability of military strategies throughout history, while the ethical considerations and technological advancement have shifted reliance on animals. Their legacy remains an important part of military history. Understanding this legacy provides insight into both the evolution of warfare and the human animal bond. That is the conclusion, understanding the legacy quality. Treat animals like women, not like only animals. They have feelings, they have emotions, they are living beings. They can listen, they can hear, they can see you, they can see your work and activities and all. Treat them like a human, treat them like a human. Don't inhuman treatment. Don't do inhuman treatment with the animals in warfare, in battlegrounds for their own benefits and objectives. Don't misuse animals in warfare. Try to use latest technologies, robotics and all in warfare. Don't use animals. Don't misuse animals in warfare. That is the conclusion of this topic, this class. Suggested readings are War Elephants by John Kistler, Dogs of War, The Courage, Love and Loyalty of Military Working Dogs by Lisa Rojek, and The Pigeon Shoulders of World War One by National Geographic. Animal husbandry is here. Introduction of animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture. This is another topic of your syllabus. With number 4 of your syllabus, that is animal husbandry. Introduction. Animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture concerned with the care, breeding and management of domesticated animals for food, fiber, labor and other products. It plays a vital role in the agricultural economy, supporting livelihoods and contributing to food security and rural development. That is the introduction of animal husbandry, that is a branch of agriculture concerned with care of breeding and management of domesticated animals for food, for fiber, for labor and other products. And it plays a very significant role in agriculture economy, and it supports livelihood of women and contributing to food security and rural development. That is a contribution and importance and role of animal husbandry in agriculture. Then come to historical development, the ancient practices, early domestication of animals such as goats, sheep, cattle and pigs around 10,000 BC in regions like the Fertile Crescent, the role of domesticated animals in early human societies for food, labor and companionship. That is the ancient practices of animal husbandry, that is early domestication of animals such as goats, We have used goats, sheep, and cattle pigs for domestic purposes. In the early periods, around 10,000 BC in regions like Fertile Crescent, we have used and the role of domestic animals in early human societies for food, for labor, and for companionship. We used animals. We used cows, buffaloes, dogs, cats and pigs and all, goats and all, sheep and all, and cattle and all at our home. Then medieval period and modern era. Medieval period development of more structured breeding and farming practices in Europe and Asia, introduction of new breeds and improvement of existing ones through selective breeding. And in modern era, advances in veterinary sciences, genetics and nutrition, industrialization of animal farming leading to large-scale operations and increased productivity. That is the modern era of animal husbandry. That is advances in veterinary sciences, genetics and nutrition, and the industrialization of animal farming, leading to large-scale operations and increased productivity. That is a modern era. Medieval period is element of more structured breeding and farming practices in Europe and Asia. Introduction of new breeds and improvement of existing ones through selective breeding. Then types of animal husbandry. Types of animal husbandry, dairy farming is there, cattle are there, goats are there, buffaloes are there. And raising animals primarily for milk production, for your domestic purposes and for your commercial purposes. We can use goats and buffaloes and cattle for milk production and all. And management practices include milking routines, nutrition, breeding, and healthcare for these cattle, dogs, and buffaloes. Uh, Poultry farming is there, chickens, ducks, turkeys raised for eggs and meat, includes boilers and layer operations, housing systems, and disease control. So poultry farming is here. Includes chickens, ducks, turkeys raised for eggs and meats, includes boiler and layer operations, housing systems, and disease control. Types of animal husbandry: beef and meat production, cattle, pigs, sheep, and goats. Raised for meat production. Focus on breeding, feeding, and growth management for efficient meat production. We have used cats, pigs, sheep, and goats for the production of meat. And we should focus on their breeding, show their feeding, and growth management for efficient meat production, for efficient, effective meat production. Aquaculture is there, shellfish is there, and farming aquatic organisms in controlled environments. Include practices such as pond management is there, breeding is there, disease control is there, and mixed farming is a combination of crop and livestock farming to optimize resources use and productivity. Benefits include nutrient recycling, diversified income, and risk reduction. These are the benefits of mixed farming: nutrient recycling, diversified income, and risk reduction. These are the benefits of mixed farming, animal husbandry. Combination of crop and livestock farming to optimize resource use and productivity. Benefits include nutrient recycling and diversified income and risk reductions. Then come to the key practices in animal husbandry. Key practices in animal husbandry are breeding and nutrition. Breeding is selective breeding for desirable traits such as high milk yield, disease resistance, and growth rate. Use of artificial insemination, genetic technologies to improve stock. And nutritions are there providing balanced diets tailored to the needs of different species and production goals. Use of feed supplements and additives to enhance growth, health, and productivity. These are the key practices. These are the key practices in animal husbandry. Breeding is there. So we have to use selective breeding for desirable traits in for generating high milk yield and disease resistance and growth rate. And use of artificial insemination and genetic technologies to improve stock. And nutrition, providing balanced diets to tailor to the needs of different species and production goals, like cattle for cattle, different for goats and cows and buffaloes and use of feed supplements and additives to enhance growth and health and productivity. Key practices in animal husbandry, healthcare, regular veterinary care, vaccination and parasite control, disease prevention and management strategies to maintain herd health, and housing and management, providing appropriate shelter living conditions to ensure animal welfare, and implementing management practices such as rotational grazing, waste management, and environmental control. Then come to the ethical sustainable practices of animal welfare and sustainable farming is here. Ensuring human treatment of animals with access to clean water, proper nutrition, and comfortable living conditions. Addressing concerns such as overcrowding, stress, and human slaughter practices should be these concerns should be given due considerations by the animal welfare committees and all, overcrowding, stress, human slaughter practices and all, addressing these concerns. So provide human treatment to animals with access of clean water to animals, proper nutrition to animals, proper food to animals, and comfortable living conditions for the animals. Because they are living things, they are living human beings, they are living humans. Or they are animals, but they are living. They are humans. They have feelings. They have emotions. So, give provide them proper living conditions, proper water, proper food, feeding them with proper nutrition and all. And don't do overcrowding, don't give them stress and all, and human slaughter practices. So, how you treat your animals, then animals treat you in returns. That is very important. That is common the concept of animal welfare. Sustainable farming is implementing practices that reduce a negative impact on environment of animals, such as integrated pest management is there, organic farming is there, and sustainable grazing is there, and focus on resource efficiency and biodiversity and ecosystem health. Then impact of climate change, adapting animal husbandry practices to mitigate the effects of climate change on livestock production. Strategies include improving resiliences, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and enhancing feed efficiency. That is the impact of climate change. Then come to the innovations and future trends. Genetic engineering is there, advances in genetic modification, CRISPR technology to enhance traits such as disease resistance and productivity, ethical considerations and regulatory frameworks for genetic technologies in animal husbandry, precision livestock farming, use of technology and data analytics to monitor and optimize animal health, productivity, and welfare. Tools include wearable sensors, automated feeding systems, and real-time data analysis. These are tools used in precision livestock farming, like use of technology, analytics, and to monitor and optimize animal health, productivity, and welfare. And tools include wearable sensors, automated feeding machines, and real-time data analysis. These are the innovations and trends in animal husbandry. Use of genetic modifications and technologies to enhance traits and for disease resistance and productivity, ethical considerations and regulatory frameworks for genetic technologies and animal husbandry. Then alternative proteins are the development of lab-grown meat and plant-based substitutes and insects farming as sustainable protein sources and potential impacts on traditional animal husbandry and global food systems. Concluding remarks of this topic, animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is a dynamic and essential field within agriculture that continues to evolve with advancement in science and technology. It plays a very important role in food production, economic development, and rural livelihoods. Emphasizing ethical and sustainable practices ensures the long-term viability and success of animal husbandry in meeting global food demands. Then come to another topic of your syllabus, that is animals for medicine. It's a book from Jack Potter. animals and medicines, contributions to animal experiments to the control of disease, use of animals for the preparation for the making, production of medicine. That is the meaning of animals for medicine. Just introducing this topic, animals for medicine. Animals have been integral to medicine for centuries, serving various roles from sources of medicinal compounds to models for research and development of medical treatments. Understanding the contributions of animals in medicine helps us appreciate their value in advancing human health. So animals have been integral to medicine for centuries, serving various roles and from sources of medicinal compounds to models for research and development of medical treatments. Understanding the contribution of animals in medicines helps us appreciate their values in advancing human health. This is just a brief introduction of use of animals for preparation, making, or production of medicines. Then historical context, ancient practices, traditional medicine use of animal parts and products in traditional remedies, snake venom for pain relief in traditional Chinese medicine. Also in we can use snake venom for in homeopathics as well, for pain relief in traditional Chinese medicines. Animal derived remedies, use of honey, leeches and other animal products in ancient Egyptian, Greek, and Roman medicine. So, animal derived remedies, use of honey, leeches, and other animal products in ancient Egyptian, Greek, and Roman medicine. Then, historical context, Middle Ages, continued use of animals in folk medicine and early pharmacology, use of bezoar stones, hardened materials from animal stomachs believed to have antidotal properties. And modern era is a shift from folklore to scientific research involving animals, development of vaccines and antibiotics through animal studies. This is a use of medicine, use of animals for the making, for the preparation, for the production of medicines during Middle Ages and modern era. Then come to animal as sources of medicinal compounds. So animal as sources of medicinal compounds, venoms and toxins. Snakes and spiders, venom components used to develop painkillers, anticoagulants and antihypertensive drugs. And Gila monster, saliva contains oxynitride used in diabetes treatment. Hormones and enzymes, insulin initially extracted from the pancreas of pigs and cattle for diabetics treatment, for insulin for diabetes treatment. For the treatments of hormones and enzymes, we have used pancreas of pigs and cattle for the purpose or treatment of diabetes patient and all. Then heparin, an anticoagulant derived from intestinal mucosa of pigs and cows, we have used for the treatment of as anticoagulant medicines for the treatment of hormones and enzymes in your body. The name is heparin. And antibiotics are for the making of antibiotics, we have used Fleming discovery. Penicillin was discovered through the study of mold and bacterial cultures, leading to the development of antibiotics. Other biotic compounds are corn snake venom, contains ziconotide, a powerful pain reliever, horse antibody used to develop antivenoms for snake bites. So these are the sources of animals for making of medicines and medicinal compounds, venoms and toxins, for hormones and enzymes, and for antibiotics. We have used these snakes and spiders, Gila monster, we have used insulins and heparins and all for the making of medicines of hormones and enzymes medicines, for making of venoms and toxin medicine and antibiotics. Then come to animals in biomedical research. Animals in biomedical research, model organisms are there. Mice and rats widely used in genetics, cancer, and disease research due to their genetic similarity to humans and short reproductive cycles. Zebrafishes, they are used for studying development and genetic disorders. Fruit flies, they are essentials in genetic research and understanding human disease. And then preclinical testing is your toxicity testing, assessing the safety of new drugs and chemicals. Disease models are there studying disease like Alzheimer, Parkinson, diabetes in animals to understand pathophysiology and develop treatments. Then transplantation is there, organ transplant is there, research on using animal organs and such as pig, herds for human transplant. So these are the use of animals in biomedical research for model organisms for preclinical testing and for xenotransplantation. Then come to ethical consideration and alternatives in use of animals for medicines. Ethical considerations and alternatives, animal welfare, ensuring human treatment of animals in research, following guidelines and regulations, implementation of the 3 Rs, replacement, reduction, refinement, regulations and overweight, institutional animal care, and use of committees to oversee uh, and approve research protocols, international guidelines like those from the World Health Organization and National Institutes of Health. These are the ethical considerations and alternatives used for animal welfare, for ensuring human treatment with animals in research, um, following guidelines and regulations, and implementation of the 3 Rs in replacement, reduction, and refinement, regulations and oversight, institutional animal care, and use of committees to oversee and approve research protocols, international guidelines like those from the uh, World Health Organizations and National Institutes of Health. Then come to alternatives to animal testing. Alternatives to animal testing in vitro studies using cell structures, cultures to study biological processes and test drugs. And computer modeling is simulating biological systems and disease progression. Organoids is their miniatured and simplified versions of organs grown in vitro from stem cells. Case studies are there: polio vaccine, development of polio vaccine by Jonas Salk and Albert Salmon involved extensive research on monkeys. And penicillin medicine is there, which doctor recommended you, polio vaccine doctor recommended you, penicillin doctor recommended you. Alexander Fleming discovery of penicillin involved testing on mice to demonstrate its effectiveness. Then transgenic mice, mice genetically modified to carry human generations have been used to study cancer, cardiovascular disease and neurological disorder. We have used this transgenic mice. Then come to future trends. CRISPR genetic editing is the advancement in genetic engineering to create more accurate animal models for human disease. Potential for creating animals with human-like immune systems for better drug testing. Regenerative medicines using animals to study stem cell therapies and tissue engineering. Developing animal models to test the efficiency and safety of regenerative treatments, and personalized medicine, creation of patient-specific animal models using induced pluripotent stem cells, tailoring medical treatments based on genetic profiles studied in animal models. These are the future trends of use of animals in medicine, CRISPR and genetic editing, regenerative medicines, and personalized medicine. Then come to the conclusion. Animal plays a crucial role in the field of medicine, contributing to this discovery and development of new treatments and therapies, while their use raises ethical considerations, ongoing advancement and development of alternatives aim to balance scientific progress with human treatment. The continued study and applications of animals in medicine remain essential for advancing human health and well-being. Thank you all.